You can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark's amazing basketball skills have caught the attention of fans and other NBA legends alike. Her jaw-dropping performances and fearless style of play have not only revolutionized women's basketball, but have also drawn comparisons to some of the greatest players in the history of the sport. Among those taking notice is none other than Larry Bird, of the most iconic figures in basketball history. What Larry Bird's and other WNBA experts said made Caitlin Clark speechless. Let's take a closer look.
To me, it's just hatred towards this young lady. Only thing she's doing, like you said, is out here. She's playing the game of basketball, and she's having fun doing it.
I love her game. A lot like Steph. She reminds me of Steph Curry a lot, you know?
Before we proceed further, let's start from the beginning. Larry Bird, born and raised in French Lick, Indiana, has a deep connection to the state where Caitlin Clark now plays for the Indiana Fever. Bird's legendary career began at Indiana State University before he became a cornerstone of the Boston Celtics dynasty in the 1980s. His impact on the game as a player, coach, and general manager of the Indiana Pacers has cemented his status as a basketball icon.
Yeah, he had a great run, and it's fun to watch. I think I watched Indiana State and Iowa. Caitlin Clark play about the same last year, so I was watching a lot of basketball.
In a recent interview, Bird revealed his admiration for Clark's game, stating, "I think I watched Indiana State and Iowa Caitlin Clark play about the same last year, so I watched a lot of basketball." This admission from one of the game's greatest players speaks volumes about Clark's ability to captivate audiences and draw attention to women's basketball.
Outside Clark again! Clark over Horston, hits a three! Knows no bounds.
Horston's got...
The parallels between Bird and Clark are striking. Both players entered their professional leagues with immense expectations and immediately became MVP candidates. Their playing styles, characterized by exceptional court vision, deadly long-range shooting, and the ability to elevate their teammates' performance, have redefined their respective eras of basketball.
Oh my, thank you. It wouldn't be possible without every single one of you, and I really mean that. And I'm lucky that I'm here, because I know it probably wouldn't be possible at other places, so thanks for believing in me.
Bird's recognition of Clark's talent goes beyond mere appreciation. As someone who transformed the game during his era, Bird sees in Clark the potential to do the same for women's basketball. Both players have shown the ability to space the floor and dismantle defenses with their playmaking skills in ways that were revolutionary for their times. But wait, there is more. Charles Barkley focused on Clark's rapid adaptation to professional basketball. He noted her increased playing speed and improved conditioning throughout the season. Barkley highlighted the challenges of transitioning directly from college to the WNBA without adequate preparation time. His analysis emphasized Clark's professional approach to handling both physical demands and media pressure, traits he considers crucial for long-term success. Let's see what Charles Barkley said about Caitlin Clark.
And the thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster, much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
From the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been worded for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the no-strip. She came straight out of college.
Shaquille O'Neal drew direct parallels between Clark and Stephen Curry, focusing on their transformative impact on basketball. Speaking on Angel Reese's podcast, O'Neal emphasized Clark's ability to consistently make logo range shots, a skill previously unseen in the WNBA. He noted that, like Curry in the NBA, Clark is revolutionizing the women's game through unprecedented shooting range and consistency. O'Neal specifically praised her ability to dominate despite not having traditional physical advantages, comparing her impact to Curry's influence on the NBA's style evolution. Let's see what Shaquille O'Neal said about Caitlin Clark.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark, besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph
Okay.
Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love. You know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like, if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before.
As an owner of the Los Angeles Sparks and NBA legend, Magic Johnson provided unique perspective on Clark's potential. He drew parallels between Clark's arrival and the transformative era he shared with Larry Bird. Johnson emphasized that while Clark currently leads in popularity, her journey to becoming the league's best player is still ongoing. He predicted her impact could mirror how he and Bird revitalized the NBA in the 1980s, particularly in terms of growing viewership and commercial success. NBA point guard legend Chris Paul offered specific advice to Clark following her Rookie of the Year award. Through their shared State Farm partnership, Paul congratulated her achievements while providing strategic career guidance. He emphasized the importance of physical development and maintaining a strong support system. Paul specifically highlighted Clark's rookie records: most points and assists by a WNBA rookie, 4-time Rookie of the Month honors, and 3-time Eastern Conference Player of the Week. His detailed acknowledgement of her statistics validated her immediate impact on the league. Former NBA star Vince Carter addressed the unique challenges Clark faces as the WNBA's marquee player. He explained the increased intensity of professional competition compared to college basketball. Carter specifically noted how established WNBA players target high-profile rookies, especially those with Clark's celebrity status. His analysis helped contextualize the physical and mental challenges Clark encounters as she transitions to professional basketball. The greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan, has taken a strong stance supporting Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA. Jordan specifically called for changes in officiating, stating the league must ensure Clark receives fair treatment on the court. His involvement is particularly significant as he rarely comments on WNBA matters. Jordan emphasized that the league owes Clark recognition for elevating the game's popularity and viewership. His endorsement highlights Clark's transformative effect on women's basketball. NBA Hall of Famer Allen Iverson provided detailed insight into Clark's playing style. He praised her aggressive approach and exceptional shooting ability, noting, "She shoots the ball out of this world." Iverson particularly emphasized Clark's ability to balance scoring with playmaking, a skill he mastered during his career. He projected continued improvement in her game, citing her already advanced understanding of offensive dynamics. As someone who revolutionized NBA guard play, Iverson's appreciation of Clark's style carries significant weight. Julius Erving offered wisdom regarding Clark's Olympic team exclusion, viewing it as potentially beneficial for her long-term development. He predicted her participation in the next 3 Olympic cycles, emphasizing the importance of proper career timing. Dr. J noted Clark's growing commercial success and broader impact on basketball culture. His experience as a revolutionary player who transformed basketball's popularity provides valuable context for understanding Clark's trajectory. Dr. J said, "I think that she's probably going to be a part of the next 3 Olympic teams, and 3 would be plenty because there's risk associated with being a part of this particular Olympic team. The world plays a different game than the WNBA, much more physical, much more trying. She's been going straight through on a juggernaut with her NCAA success, and also in the WNBA season so far, which is not even over." The collective assessment from these NBA legends points to Clark's potential to revolutionize women's basketball. Her impact mirrors the transformative effects Magic Johnson and Larry Bird had on the NBA in the 1980s. Statistical evidence supports their evaluations. Record-breaking rookie season numbers, unprecedented viewing figures, and growing commercial success. Their combined expertise suggests Clark could reshape the WNBA's future while establishing her own legendary status in basketball history. As Clark continues to develop her game and make her mark on the WNBA, the comparisons to Bird and other NBA legends will likely persist. Her ability to handle the pressure, continue improving her skills, and elevate her team will determine whether she can fully realize the potential that Bird and others see in her. The impact of Bird's words extends beyond Clark herself. His recognition of her talent shines a spotlight on the WNBA and women's basketball as a whole, potentially attracting new fans and increasing the league's visibility. Just as Bird and Magic Johnson's rivalry helped propel the NBA to new heights of popularity in the 1980s, Clark's emergence as a transcendent talent could be a catalyst for growth in the WNBA. Larry Bird's powerful words about Caitlin Clark serve as both a recognition of her extraordinary talent and a challenge to fulfill her immense potential. As Clark continues her journey in the WNBA, she carries with her not only the hopes of her team and fans, but also the acknowledgement from one of basketball's greatest players that she has the ability to become a transformative figure in the sport. The basketball world will be watching closely as Caitlin Clark works to meet the high expectations set by her amazing college career, backed by praise from legends like Larry Bird. Will she rise to the challenge and make the same kind of impact on the WNBA that Bird made on the NBA? Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.
First, triple-double for rookie Caitlin Clark has it.
And I feel very thankful to be surrounded by a coaching staff and teammates that, provided me a lot of grace, but always was there to be a shoulder to lean on and to really help me. I feel like I can continue to show up and be the same person that I am.
In the WNBA 2024 rookie season, Caitlin Clark made phenomenal WNBA history by becoming the first player ever to lead the league in assists while also ranking in the top 10 in scoring. She averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 3.1 three-pointers per game. Today, we will show you Clark's best performances from the 2024 WNBA season that are sure to leave you amazed.
The first pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
I think when you're sitting at your table, and obviously I kind of knew what was going to happen, but you're sitting at your table with your family, you're still a little anxious, and then the commissioner comes out and calls your name. It's super, super special.
On 17th of July, Wednesday night, Caitlin Clark did something no one in WNBA history had ever done before. She made 19 assists in one game. The old record was 18 assists, held by Courtney Vandersloot.
Corner three for Hall. Hits it. Gets the lead back for Dallas. Austin cut off by Howard, but was able to spin around and get the bucket anyway.
Isn't the only rookie in the building trying to make her presence felt?
Oh, boy. Perfect.
Assist 16.
Clark with the ball in her hands. Another perfect pass to Boston, who waited for Howard to get out of the way. Caitlin decided not to shoot. Mitchell will. Hits the three.
Oh, my goodness.
We're tied again.
This is incredible.
Clark is doing amazing things with her passing this season. She already has 213 assists for the Fever, which is the most anyone has ever had for their team in one season. She might even break the record for most assists by a rookie player in WNBA history, which is 225, set by Ticha Penicheiro way back in 1998. Right now, Clark helps her teammates score more than anyone else in the league, with about 8 passes leading to baskets every game.
Or just close more quickly.
Clark zips it in. In fact, Benley finishes. What a dart from Caitlin Clark. Bonner gets denied by Boston. Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
When people asked Clark about how she makes so many great passes, she was very humble. She said, "I just try to set my teammates up for success. My eyes are always on our post players, and then kind of look out from there."
For myself, I've been playing basketball. There's been no really off period, and for me, I feel like that's a really good thing. You just keep the momentum rolling and keep being myself, keep learning. Draft was amazing, New York City was amazing, LA was amazing, but I was excited just to get here and get back to playing basketball and, doing my job.
Her journey from college player to national player is amazing. She loved her teammate. She especially likes passing to Aaliyah Boston, one of her teammates who plays near the basket. Let's look at some of Clark's best passes this season. They're so good that people who watch basketball can hardly believe what they're seeing.
Bounces to Boston. Boston one-on-one with Jones will flip it in. 2 for 1. Clark, bounce pass. There's Boston.
That's where one guard is just a lot stronger than the other because of her experience and maturity.
Nice look from Clark, and Smith lays it home.
Her first amazing pass came early in the season when 2 defenders tried to stop her. Instead of getting stuck, she waited for her teammate Aaliyah Boston to get open and bounce the ball right to her for an easy basket.
Connor can't hit. Fag Benley the rebound. Here comes Clark. Bouncing to Fag Benley, who lays it in.
To be only tonight, but this season. Watch this.
But wait, there is more. Clark really likes to make special passes when she has a chance to run fast breaks with just one defender. She often throws the ball behind her back to surprise the other team. She did this perfectly in a game against the Las Vegas Aces on July 2nd. Even though her team lost that game, the pass was still really impressive.
Still lead it by 7. Caitlin Smith, one-hander, got it in. Clark launches, nails it. And all of them are above the break except for one corner triple. Averaging almost 3 per game.
One thing that makes Clark so special is how she keeps bouncing the ball until she finds the perfect time to pass. In a game against the Phoenix Mercury on July 12th, she showed this skill perfectly. She was running really fast with the ball, did a behind-the-back dribble, and when the other team stopped her, she didn't give up. Instead, she waited just a tiny bit and then bounced the ball to Boston, who was running to the basket. Boston scored easily because the pass was so perfect. Clark loves to run fast and pass the ball quickly, and her teammate, Nalissa Smith, has learned that if she runs with Clark, she'll probably get the ball for an easy basket. They showed this twice with amazing behind-the-back passes. In one game against the Washington Mystics on July 10th, Clark made the pass look so easy that everyone watching was amazed. Then she did it again in her record-breaking game, and both Clark and Smith were so excited about how well it worked that they couldn't help but smile and celebrate. Sometimes Clark doesn't even need to run down the court to make a great pass. She can throw the ball really far and put it right where her teammates can catch it. She showed this skill when she threw a perfect pass to Katie Lou Samuelson from way back in her own half of the court during a game against the Seattle Storm on June 27th. Even though her team lost that game, she won millions of hearts. When Clark isn't having her best shooting night, she still finds ways to help her team. In a game against the Minnesota Lynx on July 14th, she only had 6 assists, but one of them was really special. She looked like she was stuck and couldn't go anywhere, but somehow she found her teammate Lexi Hull cutting to the basket and got her the ball for an easy score. Clark has been working really hard with her teammate Aaliyah Boston to get better at something called the pick and roll. This is when Boston stands still to block the defender and then runs to the basket while Clark decides whether to pass or shoot. It's starting to work really well. Clark has passed to Boston for 60 of her 91 baskets this season. One of their best plays happened in a game against the Chicago Sky on June 23rd when Clark threw the ball just over the defender's hands right to Boston.
Here's Clark. Bounces underneath, back to Boston, back to work.
She saw Aaliyah Boston the whole time. They believe they will get rewarded for doing so. Here, Caitlin Clark sees that Aaliyah Boston is about to seal, so she gets to the right spot. It makes it look like such an easy little bounce pass, but it's because of the angle she got off of the dribble.
Now her teammates have caught up with that over the last couple of weeks. Here's Boston again, leaning, able to hit. 3 straight possessions, the Clark to Boston connection.
Gosh, Katie Lou Samuelson is battling inside. Yes, she needed the help side defender.
Clark bounces ahead. Oh, what a pass! Mitchell running. Carter had been 6 for 6 from the floor. Here's Clark. Finds the cutter. Boston inside for 2.
What makes Clark such an amazing passer is that she can see things on the court that most other players don't notice. The best example of this happened in a game against the Los Angeles Sparks on May 24th. Clark saw her teammate Christy Wallace running ahead of everyone else, and she threw a perfect pass from way behind the half-court line. The ball went right between 3 Sparks players who didn't even know the pass was coming until it was too late.
You can hear her communicating. You can see the way that she can find you. I mean, her passes are tremendous. And so as a post player, it makes me want to run because I'm like, okay, I'll get a touch. Let me just get down there just because of how well she passed it. But I mean, she's a great teammate. She just talks, communicates, we have laughs. And so it's always great.
One of the most impressive things about Clark's passing is how many different ways she can get the ball to her teammates. Sometimes she throws it behind her back, sometimes she bounces it, and sometimes she throws it really far down the court. She's like a magician with the basketball. You never know what amazing pass she's going to make next. Teams have tried different ways to stop Clark from making these great passes. Sometimes they put 2 defenders on her to try to trap her, but she usually finds a way to get the ball to her teammates anyway. Other times, teams try to stay close to their teammates so she can't pass to them, but then she just scores herself. The way Clark plays basketball is making the whole WNBA more exciting to watch. Her teammates know that if they run fast and get open, Clark will probably find a way to get them the ball. Even when it looks impossible, she somehow makes these incredible passes that lead to easy baskets. The really fun part about watching Clark play is that you never know what she's going to do next. She might throw a pass behind her back, or bounce it between defenders, or throw it down the court. Every game is like watching a highlight reel of amazing passes. What's also special about Clark is that she's always trying to make her teammates better. She doesn't just try to score points herself, she's always looking for ways to help her teammates score too. This is why her teammates love playing with her, and why fans love watching her play. As the season goes on, everyone in the basketball world is excited to see what other amazing passes Clark will make. She's already shown that she can do things with a basketball that most players can only dream about, and can't wait to see her next season. Clark has already broken records, and she's only in her first year in the WNBA. Basketball fans are excited to see what other amazing things she'll do this season. Will she break the rookie assist record? Will she make even more unbelievable passes? Everyone is watching closely to find out. Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to the channel for new updates.
The players of the WNBA can't fucking stand her. Why? Because she's white. It's abject, absolute racism. It's total racism.
Caitlin Clark shuts down white privilege, critics, and shocks everyone. The basketball star Clark caused a big controversy after her comments in Time magazine got strong reactions from the sports world. Named Time's Athlete of the Year, Clark talked about her privilege as a white player in a mostly black league, leading to mixed opinions from famous sports figures. But what's really behind the backlash? Let's take a closer look.